Well, this is our calf rearing complex, and it's just a little over right on 3 years old now, and yeah, we just bring the calves of groups through in groups of 25, and they spend about a week or 10 days in individual pens, just getting big and strong and good suckers, and then we just move them over here into the groups of 25, and then once we've got a group of 25, we just move them out and move the next group in. We still spend a fair bit of time here in the calf shed, you know, monitoring the calves and keeping it clean and checking that they're all being in for the feeding, but the robot will tell us when calves haven't been in for a drink, and it automatically ramps them up. So those first 10 days they just get 2 litres twice a day, then it'll take them up to 3 and then 4, and then the biggest calves in here will be getting up to 7 litres of milk a day. And we find it's been really good for us, and it's not so demanding of your time. You can come when you're able to come, and it can still be feeding calves at the same time, so you don't have to be here for an hour after milking each end of the day. There's still a certain amount of labour you've got to come and put into it. There's not just a matter of jump the calves in there and they'll do them themselves. You've still got to monitor them, but it's just the demand on when you've got to be here. Our calves are as good as they've ever been, and we're really pleased with the system. They get ad-lib with loose and hay and grain while they're in here, but you can still monitor them, and it's a good place to come on a cold, shitty day or cold, windy day. This is a good place to be. On a hot day when you don't want to be out in the sun, this is a good place to be. So it sort of helps you, motivate you to come here because you've got a good system. It's a bit like driving a nice car. If you've got to drive 3 hours to Melbourne, you don't mind if you've got a nice car. It's the same as this. We've got a nice calf shed, so we don't mind rearing calves.
The particular annual ryegrass we use only really grows in the autumn and winter, spring months, early summer. When it gets really hot, so we get sort of 36, 38, 40 degrees, the ryegrass really doesn't like to grow, so we dry it all off during the summertime. We stop irrigating. We start irrigating again in late February, early March. Our ration's based around the pasture we grow on farm. From April to November we graze a lot of it, and then from November through to April we feed a TMR, which is a total mixed ration, which is out in the feed pad out behind the dairy. We'll feed it there, and the cows have got access to feed and water all the time, and they've got shade under shade sheds during the hot weather. Yeah, well, we just bought a new 200 horsepower tractor with a front and rear mount mower. Just increases our efficiency and our ability to mow a lot quicker. We're getting more and more area that we want to mow each year, so having a front mount mower gives us a lot more flexibility and is a lot quicker. We mow it for hay and for silage, so when it's cooler and damper in sort of September, early October, we'll make silage out of it, and then from now on we'll make hay out of any surplus. So it's any feed that the cows or young stock won't eat, we cut it and conserve it for either hay or silage. A lot of waste on the feed pads where the cows, they live all the time, so they're going to be, you know, messing there. So once it dries out, we scrape it up and move it in tractors and trailers into the area where we conserve it. And the point of it is we're trying to improve our soil health, you know, and the sustainability of what we're doing. So we're using our waste as a fertiliser. So and the reason we compost is just to increase the availability of that compost to the soil.